Hello, everyone, and welcome to this plenary session on sustainable transport. Welcome to our ministers, and welcome to all our guests.
Second time I'm at the International Transport Forum, and I'm happy to see that technology is continuously progressing. What is maybe not progressing enough are the political decisions to bring these technologies on the market. And actually, this is really the topic we'd like to demonstrate with Solar Impulse. What is Solar Impulse? It's an airplane that can fly day and night with absolutely no fuel. It means that the sun is giving enough energy to produce electricity during the day to have the airplane take off, fly, climb to 9,000 meters, store energy in the batteries, so the plane can continue during the night on the batteries until the next sunrise, and continue the next day, the next night, the next day. So theoretically, this airplane has a perpetual endurance. The pilot not. This is why sometimes we have to land. If you want to do something that is completely innovative, you have to look with people who don't know how to do what you want to do. And this is actually why it's a ship company who has built all the structure in carbon fiber. They had no idea how to make a plane. We had no idea how to use carbon fiber. But together, we could make an airplane that was 72-meter wingspan, bigger than a jumbo jet, with 2,300 kilos. That means like a car. And thinking about this, you start to understand maybe why the solutions are so difficult to reach for all the transport issues, all the energy issues, all the pollution issues in our world. The skill of being able to identify what we deeply believe and try something else is what we need today in our world, especially in the issues of climate change.
We need to be very pragmatic now and matter of fact. We all understand what's going to happen in the coming years, notably through this urbanization issue. 70% of the population is going to live in towns in some years. I don't know exactly when, but it's going to be short. We need to think about all that. We badly need that the governments in the world take specific measures in terms of limiting CO2 emissions. I think we need all to understand that. We not need to be frightened about that. We just need to move ahead. If governments are useful for something, they're useful for that. Help us all to think about regulations.
In China, we see both the bad and some signs of the good. A lot of people know about the Beijing congestion and air pollution problems, but there are also other cities where high-quality mass transit systems have been introduced. We are financing some of these. And along with that, things like citywide cycleways. So people are seeing that the planning methods used in cities like Beijing with very large blocks and a lack of multiple city centers requiring very long journeys, those are not working. They're creating costs and congestion, and we're seeing some models coming in that offer better solutions.
What do you think is the role for transport in promoting social equality? It's not an easy question, I know, but I would like you to try and answer it. If you would like to start, Gitam.
We have to start thinking transport in terms of providing accessibility, and that is what leads to actually more inclusive and sustainable transport. By definition, it means that we are providing for people who cannot afford cars, who cannot afford to live in certain kinds of places, what our planners have envisioned for. So I think the basic step comes from this, thinking completely differently.
This is what the ITF is all about. Putting up the structure, bringing in some key actors and as catalysts, and engaging with you for that collective experience. Bringing in the specific contributions from the government sector and the corporate sector. We are trying to do that. We have created something called the Corporate Partnership Board, in which we have companies working with us in some of these topics. And some of the topics that were mentioned in this session are specifically the object of projects we are developing with the companies. And then bridging this message so that it can come to the governments. And this is part of our whole endeavor. And the summit is the flagship of that process.
Enjoy Leipzig and have a safe journey home. So thank you.